Welcome to the Puffin Show.
Welcome to the show. Have a seat.
With you. And we have my man Double A on the side. How you doing, bro?
Mine.
I know you are. I know you are. That's great. Good to see you. You remember in the pre-show I asked you not to point, but yet you continuously point.
No, bro.
Can you please not point? Thank you. This is not a pointing show.
That was a slow point.
Okay, right.
That was a slow point.
Right. Let's let that one be the last one, the slow one.
That was a slow
Right.
one.
Let's let that one be the last one.
All right.
So we're gonna talk about a documentary.
Let's go.
We're gonna talk about the documentary on Netflix about the Central Park Five. You guys like saying her name? Who made the documentary?
Ava DuVernay, the one and only.
Right, she made the documentary about the Central Park Five. It looks like it moved a lot of people.
Masterpiece.
You know, this about the subject of the Central Park Five, and I just want to get you guys' feelings on, you know, and of the situation that happened. And we'll start with you, Tasha. Ooh, that was a no-look pass.
You did with that note.
Right, it's like
I tucked my notes in. I put my notes back in my pocket. I was like, okay, I just tuck mine in and out.
No. We're going to start with the ladies first on some Queen Latifah shit. Remember that song?
Indeed, I do.
So good
Indeed,
right there.
I do. But yeah, I thought that docu-series, I'm going to label it correctly, I thought that was amazing. She did a good job. I mean, you heard about the Central Park Five, but you really didn't know or see it from the eyes of the people who were there. And like, just hearing her interviews, she was saying that she actually did this with the guys. They pretty much walked her through the full process, their mindset behind every scene, you know, with the scene portrayed correctly, all of that. So she went really deep in trying to kind of evoke those emotions of what really happening. I mean, you felt that. I just couldn't imagine your world just changing after one night going to the park. Going to the park, a normal night.
That was crazy.
It just sickens me. It sickens me. But yeah, I mean, the fact that they got $41 million after spending, what was the max for the one guy? 15 years, I believe. 15 to get $41 million.
He went to jail when he was 16.
Yeah,
Went to
he
Rikers Island.
They just
Like,
gave a white woman $50 million though.
Aaron Andrews got spied on by some pervert in a hotel through a peephole somehow. This nigga was able to set up a camera that saw through a peephole
She got
and saw her
$50
change in the hotel. And he put that, shit on the internet, and it was naked Aaron Andrews, and she got $50 million. But it just amazed me that
One white woman.
The-
That was five black men who got
the
They
level
had to
of
split
the
They had to split
conspiracy,
split.
the level of the
Yo,
conspiracy
right.
that she would do to convict children.
Man, she went through some lengths. She really did.
Like, in my opinion, and this is just me, and this is
No
just
regard.
me trying to be lazy, right? And me trying to see the situation, right? Like, so if I'm a lazy prosecutor, right, and I don't want to do any work as a detective, there's a serial rapist going around, right? It's so easy to be like,
Well, it wasn't that they didn't want to do anything.
right?
It looked like they
Well,
wanted to do.
They made it so that somebody had to take the fall for this jogger getting raped and beat up in Central Park.
And it was the white prosecutor.
Instead of saying
Or
that
the
they could have
DA,
easily
was the
said, they could have been like, yo, this is just a part of the rapist is going around. You know, we try to catch him. We're going to eventually catch this serial rapist.
They said that, I think in that 1 year they said that it like 53 cases. It was some crazy number. I may be,
Yes.
I don't know.
It was a
But
lot.
They said within that year it was already 53
It was the
cases.
East Side
So they needed
rapist.
to pick somebody.
His name escapes me right now.
Yeah,
But
but
the
it was
East
East
Side
Side
rapist.
Mm-hmm.
His name is literally the East Side rapist.
Mhm.
You can easily just be like, yo, it's East Side rapist.
Right, but the fact of the matter is,
yeah.
once again, it was just like the fact of the matter is,
Right,
by
it's
them
easier.
by them being in the park at the time that it happened,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? In my opinion, the way that Ava portrayed it, and that's why I think one of the reasons why they're calling for that, that was it the prosecutor,
Linda
Fairchild,
Linda Fairstein.
that white bitch.
Nigga said Linda Fairchild. Jesus, dude. Linda, I'm sorry, Miss
Look, they're
Fairchild.
calling for the boycott of her books and shit. And the reason being is because the way that she's portrayed, and I'm quite sure this is the way that she should have been portrayed,
Mhm.
because this is the way that the young men stated how they were coming at her and things of that nature. how they were coming at them, was that she didn't, like, she just had no remorse for the young black men, period, and the Mexican. You know what I'm saying? They was just like they were less than human. And it was like, yo, they're just off top, they're just criminals. They're criminals, they were in the park, they beat up people. And then they even said, because I watched on Vlad TV, shout out Vlad, that he had the Central Park, a couple of them actually on there, asked them questions. And they were saying that they caught individuals who they supposedly, you know, people who got beat up and things of that nature. They caught those individuals, and those individuals went to jail. So if you're actually out there catching individuals doing things...
Mateus Reyes.
Yeah, that's the one who told the truth.
He did it.
And it's because he found Christ. That's because he found Christ in jail.
Right.
That's why he did that.
He said he saw old boy in Rikers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one he got in a fight with.
Yeah, he got it. He was like, yo, he finally was like, yo, he shouldn't even be here.
Well, no, once again, he found God. You know what I'm saying? He started being religious, and he got into the Lord and things of that nature. That's one of the reasons
that was Mr. Wise.
He told, because they said that he asked around. He asked a couple of his peoples, like, yo, man, I see a guy here for something that I did type shit. And individuals told him, like, well, man, you need to, you know what I'm saying, you need to come clean, nigga. Like,
it's awful. Right. It's awful they here. What
right.
you
You got this man in here.
It's Rikers Island.
Right.
So
he even had people coming to him.
Right, that's the most notorious jail.
Really?
That's two of the most notorious.
But
for your first.
But listen, the prosecutor was bad, but the detectives was even worse. Because as a detective,
you should feel shit.
You
should feel like shit.
Yeah, they definitely should feel like shit. And you should.
For pinning that on
the kid. You knew that they didn't do it.
They were kids.
That's what they.
There was no sympathy for the kids.
That's
wait a minute. She got hit in the head. They said it was so much blood on the scene. Now, nobody had no blood on them.
Right, none.
Right. Nobody. That right there should have been, all right, they ain't got no blood on them, so they obviously could have did. What the fuck? They had gloves and masks and shit.
Right, they had a hazmat suit on.
All right, we gonna do it. Nah, man. What pissed me off about the whole thing is that it shows that these white people, one of the most scariest places for a black person is, first off, in a police station. Second place is, let's say the first place is in the courtroom, second place is in the police station. You know what I'm saying? But
I don't know.
In that courtroom,
because the first one you get first is the police station, so you get led there.
Yeah.
So after you get led through that, I feel like you just numb to the court. But
the court is where you get that time. You know what I'm saying? Because see, even when you watch the show, when you watch the documentary, the docuseries, they show the prosecutors. And they showed lawyers. And they had, like 3 different lawyers? Because different ones had different lawyers. So you're getting 3 different sides of the story, but you're all getting the same thing, which is these kids weren't there.
Exactly.
So you still have a jury there who really felt as though somehow these fucking kids were there. Even though nothing is consistent, there's no blood, there's no evidence. This is exactly what these fucking lawyers said to the jury. These things are not present, so therefore
but it does not mean that they did not do it.
It
don't mean that they didn't do it. That's crazy. Wow.
But it does mean they didn't do it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It literally means they didn't do it.
Okay.
That's crazy.
When you're on the jury, without a shadow of it has to be without a shadow of a doubt.
Exactly.
So there is no doubt in your mind, listening to this story, that there's no doubt, not a shred of doubt, not a little bit, that they didn't do it.
So they feel
I believe the jury was all white. I believe.
Then we never got to see those people.
I don't think they
within that ever.
I think they may have been all white at the time. You know what I'm saying? May have been an all white jury.
Definitely.
Right there.
If it was an all white jury, boom, it's over. Now, if it was an all white jury,
but
there was some black people or some Mexicans on there, then I don't know how they could have convicted. So it probably was an all white jury.
And they probably did it quick too. Like it was a very quick deliberation. Probably like, let's get this done and get out of here.
Let's go home, man.
Because guess what?
I don't believe it.
They did it's like
they don't care. They didn't care about their lives. Period.
Right.
These young kids, they're fucking right. It's nothing to them because they're going back home to their children and their family.
Their kids are good.
Yeah.
Right.
Guilty.
Right.
I can't.
They going
stand
to
niggas.
Rikers Island.
You know what I'm saying? I can't stand niggas. That's basically what these jurors are. I can't, man. Fuck them.
They had to have done it.
But they have
There's no question. Why was they in the park if they wasn't raping and killing people?
Right.
Exactly.
Like I can't be in the park without having to rape or kill somebody.
Like there's
crazy.
just think about the thought of that. Like there's a group of teens roving through the park, raping and beating people and robbing them, and nobody called the police.
Nobody.
Like They never said that. Like, hey, there's a group of teens, like 30 of them, running through the park, raping ladies.
And the fact of the matter is, where she was found that wasn't where those kids were.
Right. Because they had reports, but it was because they were, because they were messing with the bikes, the bike riders or whatever.
They literally said the killer, the rapist, he was literally walking through the through the park where her headset on that he just killed her and took, and bloody clothes and everything, just walking through the park. While they over here harassing and snatching up black people because they black. This guy, who was he? He was Mexican, wasn't he? He was like Puerto Rican or something.
Yeah, he was Hispanic or whatever you want to call him.
But he wasn't running, so since he wasn't running and he has on the headset, he just didn't get seen. But once again, she got raped where they weren't even there.
He wasn't what they were looking for.
Oh, well.
They were looking for black kids in a pack. So, boom, they hit that. Boom, they get them. Boom, they see this dead body. Like, oh, shit, it must have been them. This nigga's walking scot-free through the middle, like.
With bloody everything.
Not even paying attention to him. Like, sir, move along. Right. It's a black.
Move your bloody shirt out the way, sir. We're trying to get black kids over here for this rape.
This murder. You're covered in blood. Do you need a napkin or something, sir?
Sheesh, clean yourself up.
The fuck
You're outside.
is
That's crazy. It's so sad. But like the fucked up part is the dude that was just down there because he was trying to make sure his friend was good.
Oh my God.
He got the most time, the most fucked up shit happened to this man. And he didn't even tell you he was mentally stable.
How old
to
was
be
he when
there.
you went to Rikers?
16.
When you was 16, right? When I heard that, right, I thought about me being 16. Like, there is no way in hell that I could have handled Rikers Island.
But what make it so bad on top of that is that, like they said, you go down for rape. So being a rapist is like it's right above being a pedophile. You know what I'm saying? So a pedophile is the worst of the worst, but a rapist is like right there. So no sooner than niggas get to the joint, they getting their ass whooped.
Oh yeah,
and that's exactly what happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you a rapist? Oh, nigga, fuck that. We about to about to rape you. We about to do this. We about to do that. You know what I'm saying? So they really got it. Man, listen, they got it so bad. But like you said, the one guy, Jay, he came down there with his fucking. He just came down there with his friend. That was it. Came down there with my friend. Just
and then his friend's mom was on that bullshit trying to keep him. I'm like, oh, come on, lady.
And it was all because the other kids got picked up by their parents. And these kids' parents was poor, and they didn't understand what was going on with their kids. Yeah. And they just got, I don't blame the parents, but their parents got straight railroaded that night, that very first night.
Oh, yeah.
What do you mean you're going to question my son by himself?
Oh, that's crazy.
What do you mean we
crazy.
Can't get a lawyer? What do you mean this nigga murdered somebody? Why is he not covered in blood? Where's the physical evidence? What's going on here? How are you just convicting this nigga tonight?
What else they did? What helped with the conviction? Because they fabricated everything, Jay, and that's what make it so bad.
Well, when they let him through the
videotape,
with the confession
tapes, the videotape confessions. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they straight told these niggas what to say. They was stopping it, edit. We know how to stop it. Hold on, stop. I know, bro. You gotta say it. You gotta say this.
Look, you held her down.
Right? You held her
down.
And
then what's his name jumped in, and they was like, who?
Right. Who's Raymond? Who's Yusuf?
Right.
Who are these people?
Right. I don't know these people. Like, you just naming names.
I'm gonna be out gang raping with individuals I don't know.
Right.
And then
that's not something you link up with somebody at a bar. Like, hey man, what are you doing tonight? You watching the game? You don't think about a gang rape.
No.
Fuck man, me too.
And
Let's
the
go.
holy cell though, when they found out each other, they were the ones that they was telling on. They like, oh man, I lied on your ass. Right. Like everybody just sitting there like, wow.
But when like you said, man, they made you say that shit. They made us say that.
That was crazy.
They walked us through it. Like,
they told us to say it.
No, you did not do that. You did this. What do you mean? No, look. I would have been like, look, like they got questioned for how long was it? 27 hours or some shit?
They probably would have beat the shit out of me though.
Like, think about that. Like, that's some shit that they do to people in Guantanamo Bay.
Kids.
Right? Like, they question you for a long time. They do sleep deprivation. They mess with the lights. They might waterboard you in Guantanamo Bay. That's where you get waterboarding.
Yeah, they would have beat my ass though.
When they put the towel on your face and pour water. Yeah, that's where they get it. Because you're going to tell. I'm going to tell. I've been up for so long. I'm tired. What do you want me to say? I just want to leave. Just what? Yes, fuck. I beat her up and raped her. Come here.
Yes.
Unfortunately.
All right, I'm out.
And you know
what do you mean I can't leave? That's what they do too. They kept saying, say with this, and you can go home. Mm-hmm. That's the part that fucked me up.
Yep,
when
and they never showed that part.
They kept saying,
never showed that part in the video.
They kept saying, like, yo, just say this and you can go home. So that means you are. That's just basically lying. You're just formulating everything.
So now we go back to the jury.
Yeah,
the fucking lawyer said that. The fucking lawyer said that shit. Like, look, they told these kids what to say. Like, and the fucking jury still found them.
Because, like DL said, you can always imagine a black person doing something. Like, you remember that movie with Matthew McConaughey when he the lawyer and the Samuel Jackson?
Yeah, he's like, imagine she's white.
Right. And then that fucked the jury up, like, because they was sitting there like, and she got raped and hit with cans, and they peed on her, and she's black. Right. Imagine she's white, and then they thought about it for a second, like,
oh, that would be pretty fucked up.
Ah, fuck.
I would hate for that to happen to me.
Right.
Or my sister.
Whoa.
That's crazy.
Whoa, they did that to somebody?
You have to actually turn a person's head just to make them see some shit that they should already see. Like, they really think that we are monsters. How are we what the fuck? Like, I really would love to see through the lenses of a white person. I would love to see us walking around as monsters. That's a skit. Monsters.
Because
white people lenses.
That's what
right there.
Because
oh my goodness.
Because think about like, whoa. Think about how black people have always been
portrayed. Doing some simple typing.
Right. Right.
Through your lenses. I don't know. White people, I don't know. They just they do things.
Like, just think about it. Like, throughout all, like, some places in the world, right? All they know of black people is what they see is on TV, right? So all they know is that we can dance, niggas play basketball. We got our own language, which is called jive. You know what I'm saying? And that's all they know, right? That's all they think we are. They don't understand we're more than we're real, fully formed, fully rounded human beings. You know what I'm saying? There's no depth.
I feel a lot of them are threatened by us, honestly.
Yeah, but it's like, how the fuck are you threatened by us, but you'll go out there and they slap a bear or want to hug a lion? This kissy. You ain't scared of this motherfucker, and you get mauled, but you are threatened of a black man.
It's more of us than it is of them. So by that, they know that if black people are ever united as one in one full direction, what would transpire?
Hence the abortion ban.
I think they just look.
That's why they just got the. That's why it's a very thin line. What would happen?
It's kind of funny that you say that. Like you said, when they look around, they see monsters. They don't. I don't think they kind of do see monsters because everywhere they look, they just see better than them, in my opinion. Like, they see more physically fit, more voluptuous, more sexy, more appealing, more, you know what I mean, more muscular. Like, wherever they look, yeah, there's black people out there that's the same, but when they look around, first off, like you said, it's more of us. You know what I'm saying? So you got Mexicans, and you got black people, you got Dominicans, you got Jamaicans, you know what I mean? You got all these different, they're all black. So everywhere you're fucking looking, you're lightweight seeing some form or shade of black, period. There's nowhere.
And it used to didn't be like that.
There's nowhere you can go
before
now.
You could go, there used to be a place
where
we could go.
Some of the whitest are white now.
That's why Donald Trump got elected, in my opinion. One of the ways he used it was like, I'm going to take it back to how it used to be, where you could have a white side of town.
But the Electoral College must have been.
But what I'm saying is like how he got votes was he made them think that white people was going to be like 1950.
He cheated to win, though, bro.
Cheated. Yes, he used Russia or whatever. He colluded supposedly.
I know he cheated to win.
I can't say that yet because the Mueller report said he did. So he cheated to win the election, but
I think Bush did too.
Well, yeah. When your brother is the governor of the state that's having the problem.
The swing state.
And
issues with the voter suppression.
And your
shit.
campaign manager had a lot to do with Florida voting.
The recount.
They need some recounts.
These motherfuckers been getting in on the cheat side for real. You know what I mean? Obama got in real life. Obama got in.
They couldn't stop it.
They really couldn't. Like the numbers was ridiculous. Like there's no way that
because they ran the wrong person against him. Like it was just like, come on, man, you think this guy's gonna beat me? That's what he said too. Probably when he was talking to his baby.
Like
baby, I'm about to be president. This guy can't beat me.
But that shit he did with that $85,000 ad that he did on Central Park.
Right. And nobody. And it's just like yeah. I put out an ad in the New York papers to kill kids.
$85,000 for.
I want to vote for this guy. I want this guy to hold my baby and kiss him, and then look in the camera and say, "This is America." Nigga, you wanted to kill kids.
Right.
You wanted to kill motherfucking kids. You spent $85,000 to advertise to kill these kids, and to this day, you still won't admit that you was wrong.
Oh, no. He ain't never wrong.
None of them guys, none of the DA, none of the prosecutors will say.
But what's so funny though? Even that, just to go back to the DA now. When the nigga came forward and said he did it, they like, oh yeah, he's just a sixth person.
Right. They just want to add another.
That's number 6.
Right.
I told you that was another
number 6.
Right, like he was just, like they was like, all right, yeah, so everybody held it down. The Mateus Reyes, the East Side rapist came in, was like, yo, let me get some of that rape action, bro. And then he jumped in too.
And skeeted over everything.
Right, but he was the only person who skeeted. The other guys had on rubbers, and then they had on wetsuits too to stop the blood.
There you
and
go.
Mateus Reyes was like, yo, I'm out of here. I'm going the other way. I'm going to take her walking.
I'm going to leave my bloody shirt on, and you guys take your stuff off.
Right, you guys
look normal.
Gear off.
Just look
you take your scuba gear off and get out of here.
Just look like yourselves and go home.
I'm look bloody. And take her Walkman.
Keep my chest
just in case I get stopped and they ask, where do I get this Walkman that's covered in blood and brains?
No, I love Cyndi Lauper. This is my jam.
Right, this is what I run to every day. In blood, I work at the beat market.
Just want to have fun.
Right.
She was dancing to this.
Right. I'm like, okay.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
And then, old boy said that he felt as though he lightweight because they never said they talked. The real people said they never spoke to the chick who actually got, raped or whatever. But he said real talk, like, he ain't mad that she didn't say anything or reached out, but at the same time, he would have thought that she would have, at least reached out and been like, man, I'm sorry,
Once they found out, right.
Whatever. Yeah. Because she didn't remember.
Because she didn't know, right.
You know what I'm saying? She like, I don't remember shit, so I can't tell you nothing. You know what I'm saying?
But
at the same time, it's 5 motherfuckers locked up because they raped you. So you a white woman, so I guess you just feel as though, hey, they probably did it.
Hey,
what you mean that they ain't find no DNA on me?
How it
Oh,
goes.
well, hey,
If
whatever.
you guys think that's them, I'll go with you. I think you're making the best choices
sometimes people
for
gotta
me.
take responsibility for their own shit. Like, she
I'm
could
just
have
saying.
at least looked into it. Like, well, what do you mean? Like, you didn't find any evidence? It was 5 of them. I don't remember anything. I don't remember
That's
5 people.
That's, in my opinion, that's the equivalent of getting convicted of murder with no body, no evidence. They just said,
same thing. That's what
you did it. And then everybody was like, yep.
Yeah.
But like,
Open and shut case. That's
how
good
many
to me. Let's get the fuck out of
But
here.
that's why I say being in police custody or being in a court.
Dan Hickley said
it's
it
the
took
worst
5
place
minutes.
to be, bro.
Because
it's the worst place to be.
Nobody will believe you.
Right, nobody.
Nobody's on your side.
Once you go behind that fucking gate, nobody believes shit.
No.
You're a fucking criminal. You're a liar. You're a thief. You're a murderer. You're a killer. You're like, nigga, I just got a parking ticket. They be like, yeah, whatever, nigga. You killed somebody. What you mean? You know what I'm saying? But I mean, that's just where it is.
So the lawyer would step in.
That's why it's and that's why we got so many black people in the criminal system because, like you stated, one of the biggest issues is no money. If you ain't got no money to get bail, then your ass is like fucked up. That's why getting bail is such a big fucking deal.
Khalif Browder
for 3 years because he can come up with $1,000.
And then he didn't even steal no backpack.
But he didn't even go to prison or nothing. Like, you didn't even go to the next steps. Like, all right, you went to the county. All right, now you've been convicted. Now you're going to... No, they just had him sitting there. Like, yeah, you're just going to sit here for 3 fucking years.
Oh, yeah,
put him in solitaire. Oh, he's in solitaire. We forgot this nigga was even in this.
Right.
Right, yeah. Who's down there?
Who?
Right.
Brower. Bro, he's still here. He got released.
Right.
No, he says, oh, shit. You did tell me to get him about 3 months. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm going to go down there and get him.
That's crazy.
And-
Like nothing happened.
Right. Everything's cool. Just
Look
put it
around,
back.
you're free.
Right.
Hey! Right.
Today's your out day. So just let him out.
Don't
and-
say anything else. Just let him go. He's happy.
Right. He didn't do anything.
Our
crazy.
fucking criminal justice system is shit.
Especially New York.
It is built
New York
against us. Period. It is built against black people.
It
And that's why
is.
you have to
Oh,
walk.
definitely.
And I never really
All our
understood
heirs.
this shit when I was young. You know what I'm saying? My father used to tell me that shit, like, you got 2 strikes against you, nigga. And I should be like,
You
what?
born with
Nigga,
those.
what you mean I got 2? Man, listen, I got that 3rd strike, and that nigga, I'm feeling it. Like, oh,
Man.
the fuck? You black, and you a man. So that's 2 strikes. You get a felony, that's strike 3 for a nigga, for real. That's putting you out the game. Like, now you really, you know what I mean?
They gonna make it real difficult
Make
for
it
your ass
real
to play
difficult,
that game with them. You gotta get real creative.
Real creative, you hear me?
That's crazy.
Well, let's get some final thoughts. Let's give Al the first final thought. Al, go ahead with your final.
Man, come on.
Okay, thank you.
Final
I'm
thought
sorry.
is fucked
That's
up,
what we
like,
do every fucking
Fuck
thing.
them. I know I said, man, damn, nigga, calm down.
Jeez. The fuck?
Act like a little.
Push you down, nigga. Off the show.
It's fucked up, y'all, how they did. And like I say,
Watch
the
this doc.
biggest issue, definitely watch it. Cause it's,
How they
it's
see
definitely,
us.
because it's not like watching the documentary
Right.
like John may have watched, which I'm quite sure was awesome. But this is more, they, like she said, Ava DuVernay actually was with those individuals. They gave their first-hand account of how they felt of what was going on, things of that nature. So it really gives you an in-depth look on really the heartlessness of the criminal justice system, as well as the strength of these young men to be able to, you know, go through those things, because, I mean, they went through a lot of shit, you know what I'm saying, for them to have to go through that for nothing, and they still maintain their innocence, you know what I'm saying? Still maintain their innocence, even though they was going to parole, and motherfuckers like, did you do it? No, I didn't do it. All right, take your ass back to your cell. Fuck, like,
I
dude.
really shouldn't be in here.
Right, I shouldn't be here. I didn't do it.
Who? He's the East Side rapist. He couldn't have done it.
But yeah.
Tasha?
Oh, and old girl should be
okay.
prosecuted. I'm sorry.
Oh.
They need to bring, I don't know
What's her name?
white bitch.
The white bitch.
The white bitch should be
Yeah.
prosecuted. Like, she should, there should be some type of consequence or repercussion for
Yeah.
her blatantly lying on these young men and giving them that much time. Like, there should definitely be some type of consequence for that. I think it should be consequences for the detectives as well, who also knew. Everyone who was involved in that, who knew that it was a lie, and who just built this lie around them, there should be some type of consequence to your actions, yo. They should get some time.
Definitely.
Tasha.
I agree. So, I mean, along with that time, what else?
Right, I would have
The
never
butterfly
went through
effect.
this. Right.
Yeah.
I don't know what would have happened if I never went through this. So
Very
now
true.
that I've gone through this,
How it shows
and now I can help other people.
That
Now
shows
I
some
can
real
do-
strength to find purpose in that type of turmoil for that many years. That is crazy.
Well, you know what? One thing I can say, I've never been in jail for something that I didn't do, but I can believe that being in jail knowing that you didn't do something, it's
That's a
probably
fucked up
probably
feeling.
it's probably a fucked up feeling, but it's probably a more of a, I know when I get out, I'm fucking something up. You know what I'm saying? Like especially if you know you didn't do it and you can prove you didn't do it type shit.
Man.
I'm fucking something up. Because I'm quite sure, because when they came home, they would have been sex offenders and all that shit. You know, well, actually, that's what they was until he confessed. So they really wasn't even on it anymore. And I'm like, I don't know why they wasn't on. I would have been on it as soon as I got the fuck home. Like, no, I didn't do this shit. So let's go back into the court system. Let's go back and do what the fuck we gotta do.
They need to, the proceeds of that woman's book, all of that needs to go back along with her ass take. They need to do the same time them kids did.
Yeah.
That's all of that. They can
Smack
wrap that
their
shit
ass
up in
for
the
some
bow.
time.
They should have residuals from whatever proceeds that bitch get. Should go automatically to them.
Yeah.
Period. She should not benefit from that at all.
She should have to go to jail for 15.
Yes,
I mean,
15.
But like,
In a
not-
hard prison.
at
I
least-
she need to be in
at least
Rikers.
20.
Take her ass
I
to
was about to
Rikers.
say, I was
At
about to say
least 20
San
years.
Quentin.
Yeah, that bitch
She
20.
gotta go like to San Quentin.
Yes, take her ass there
That
for
bitch
15
Quentin
years.
Guantanamo Bay.
Label her ass a rapist.
But I don't think
Shit.
she can go to. They closed Guantanamo. Guantanamo's closed.
Guantanamo. Put that bitch. We know where to put that. Y'all know where to put that bitch.
Lock her ass away.
We're gonna get you on Instagram, Tom.
Queen Marie _CLE.
Give me a SOE.
Wow.
Got a brain fart.
Right.
Nah, this was
About to remix some shit.
give me SOEMG. You know what? I'm gonna start having our names just pop up. So we ain't even gotta do that no more. Probably just have something like come up like you see our names and shit.
Okay, so you know I'd be, well, I don't know where it would be, so it'd be Handsome John 35. You can get all our stuff at our website,
Oh, and it's updated, so check it out.
thesmartalecs.com.
Thesmartalecs.com. Make sure.
Right.
Check out the shirts.
We got the
merch
Smart Alex
is
merch.
coming.
Oh yeah, we got the merch.
It's
Got the
coming.
merch coming, you know what I'm saying?
Things
The
happen.
Black Dallas Society shirt.
There we go. There we go.
This one, you can't get this one.
Support.
This is a one of one.
Uh-oh.
Sorry.
Uh-oh.
You may be able to get one similar, but you can't get one like this. Because this is a one of one.
Number 4.
This was an exclusive drop. So, you know, that's how we do it.
You know what it is.
What do you mean you know what it is?
It's an exclusive drop. You just.
Oh, okay. I thought you was about to say you could get this shit on like some side shit, like on some old, yeah, you could get one, nigga, just holler at me. Nah, nigga.
Nah, nigga, exclusive drop. I got
Do you?
you. Yeah. Alright, we out?
Nah. We gotta thank them for tuning in.
Do say.
Thank you guys for tuning in this week. We'll see you next week. Hopefully Rodney will be here. Rodney ain't here.
Professor.
You know, the young professor.
You got a professor.
He had a pie eating contest. He's training for.
I hope you win.
So he's training
Bring
for
home
the
the
pie
gold.
eating contest.
Pie eating contest?
Yeah, he's at home right now with his face in some blueberry pie.
I hope.
Right, with his hands tied behind his back. And Rose is
Is the
yelling
pie's
at him.
name Rose?
Whoa. That pie's name is Rose. Wow.
Oops.
Oops. Gotcha. How's that one taste? Taste, right? That's a good one. All right, thanks for tuning in this week. We really appreciate it. Remember, I'm the smartest of the smart Alex, the host, and get ready for it. Everybody ready? You're not? I gotta give it to
Go ahead.
you. Ready?
I'm always smarter than you.
I wasn't gonna
I'm
say
always
that.
smarter than you.
I was gonna
I'm
say,
always
I'm always smarter than Al.
Than John.
So no, you're not.
I'm
See,
always smarter
that's why
than
you had to say it after me, because
John.
I have to teach you.
I'm
Come
always-
on, sir. I'll show you how to
We're
do
the
it.
smartest.
Way to-
We're always smarter than
No,
you.
I'm smarter.
We. Look at their
Dude.
heads. Their heads are cut off. We.
Dude, don't always. No, that's my sign off. That's like saying
All right.
like
I'm hungry.
San
I'm
Diego.
ready to go eat.
what you about to eat?
I think I'm gonna grab me some Wendy's on the way because
No.
I'm not cooking nothing.